All right, everybody, welcome back. Today we are doing another breakdown of a business owner's YouTube channel, looking at a seven-figure coach and seeing why, even with all that credibility, he's struggling to get traction on YouTube. Because I think there's a handful of things that he can do that will massively increase not only his views, but then attracting the right people. So he's creating an audience of buyers, not just viewers. And then finally, there's one key thing that he's missing that makes it virtually impossible for any of these people to actually work with him if they want to. And also, if you're a business owner and you want me to break down your own channel and show you how you can take the expertise that you already have and then turn that into a YouTube channel that attracts and serves your dream clients, comment down below and I'll be happy to do that for you. All right, so jumping in. Now, if you've been on the channel for a while, you probably know one of the first things I always look at is it very clear who the channel is for and what problem we're solving? So looking at Michael's channel here, one thing that I would recommend, because I've seen this work really well for people, is if you use a header, that's a very easy place to show exactly who the channel is for. Like a great example of this is another guy in the YouTube space is named Ed Lawrence. And this is what his header looks like. So when you go to his channel, he said, I help businesses generate sales, views, and leads from YouTube. Click the link below to work with me. So very clear exactly who his channel is for, what problem he's solving, and then gives them a call to action. So I think using a header up here could definitely help that. Also, when you go to the more about his channel, he doesn't have a description here. Going back to Ed's channel again, it gives a little bit about who he is, what he's trying to do. He says, I'm on a mission to help business owners build YouTube followings that generate income so they can work less. I went from 0 to 3 to 500K a month in 3.5 years using only YouTube and email. I've generated hundreds of millions of views for myself and my clients, and I want to help thousands of others do the same. So then it gives kind of an overview of what his channel is about, the things that he's going to cover. And then also he has the links to work with him. I think this is going to be very important. And the first link here is arguably the most important because that's the one that actually shows up above the fold here, meaning that they don't have to hit more links. It just shows up right there. So whatever your main call to action is, whether it be you're sending them to a landing page that has your VSL where they can book a call, or if you just have a website, or if you have a lead magnet that is your current main call to action, always want to put that here. Compared to on Michael's channel, not only do I not really with the header know who the channel is for, also I know nothing about Michael based on the description, and if I want to work with him, there's no links even to his other social medias, his website, or anything like that. So I think as we are building out the channel here, that's going to be super, super important. Where at a glance, you know who the channel is for, what problem we're solving. Now, I will say in his content itself, I think he does a pretty good job of talking to similar problems and calling out similar audiences. Like for instance, this is how I hit 250K coaching biz with no tech or CRM, the $10 million organic fitness coaching strategy. So he's still talking about coaching, how 15 minutes a day grew my business from $2 million to $5 million. So he's talking about making money. He's talking about coaching, even though I still think we are targeting different audiences. So for Michael or anyone that has a channel of their own, think about who is your dream client? What key problem are you solving for them? And then we want to make all our videos around that problem. So when someone finds the channel, they're like, this is the guy that I want to work with because he is making videos helping me get to my desired outcome. So quick water break, we got to stay hydrated. Okay, so the next thing that I always like to look at is when someone finds you on YouTube, they have two main questions. What's in it for me? And why should I listen to you? And one of the biggest things that I see a lot of coaches or people that are industry experts miss is that second question of why should I listen to you? And I think Michael actually does a pretty good job of this. But if we scroll further back in his content, I think there was one thing, even though he was highlighting his credibility and answering that question, and why no one was clicking on his videos. So let me show you what I mean. So if we scroll back here, when I started watching Michael, these were the kinds of thumbnails that he was making. Now, I don't know about you, but when I saw this one specifically, how I scale coaches from 100K a month to 250K a month without paid ads, the title made me very interested, but then I saw the thumbnail and I'm like, there is no way this guy actually did it just based on the thumbnail. And for a lot of people, I think that's probably why they didn't even click the video. It's got 127 views after 11 months, but I think if we can frame it and make it very clickable, where it is actually backing up the fact that he's done it before and the title is enhancing kind of his credibility rather than hurting it, then I think you get a lot more people to click on this. And I think he's improved them overall. If you scroll up, they're kind of all over the place. He's trying out different things, but I think he's moving in the right direction. Like this one, for instance, or even this one, I think it's a little bit busy from there's too many things going on in the thumbnail, and it looks a little bit of AI generated with like the extra icons and stuff, but it's a clear picture of him and it's clear text. Normally you want to keep it a couple less words than that, or there's not too many words on there, but overall not bad. All right, now I think there's one thing that Michael is doing on here, or rather not doing on the channel, that I think it's making it virtually impossible for the people to actually work with him, that watch his videos, get a lot of value from it, but I think there's one thing that's hindering that. So if we look at his videos here, like I said, in his channel description, he doesn't have any links to his websites or even his social medias. And then inside the videos, you can see also the video itself has no description. There's no comments on this one. So basically, if you want to work with Michael, you don't know how to do that. Like he shares very helpful information in his videos. And when I was watching them, I pulled out my notebook and I was literally taking notes because I think it's so applicable to people who run coaching businesses. But then I'm like, okay, I don't really know what Michael offers. I don't know how to work with him if I do want to. So even if we do get 100,000 views on this video, it's not going to convert to leads or sales unless people look you up online, go roundabout all the way to try to find you on a different platform. Where instead, if we can make it as easy as possible, just by putting the link to your landing page right here, you're going to get so many people that want to either opt into your lead magnets or end up working with you just because we make it easy for them. Now for this video, I actually did go out of my way to look him up on the other platforms, find his landing page, because I think inside there, it will give us some insight on how to turn his expertise and the message that he's trying to convey into YouTube videos that will get him in front of his dream clients and get more leads and sales for the business. So let's look at that now. Okay, so Michael may have multiple offers, but this is one that I found. So it is called 7-Figure CEO. Your business needs a CEO. Coach turn operator, become the leader your business needs. Also, when I was clicking around here, because I personally don't love this copy, I think it could be a little bit stronger. But when I clicked who is Champ Dev, I love this a whole lot more because this is talking about executive consulting for 6 to 7-figure health and fitness coaches. So it's very clear who our target audience is here. It has a clear outcome. We scale fitness coaches from 50K a month to 250K a month. So then we're super dialed in, is like we know exactly who we're talking to. And then kind of the unique mechanism or like the effort and sacrifice without sending more DMs, burning cash on ads, or chasing the algorithm. And then we have a schedule a call here. So honestly, I would point people to this compared to if we go back here. Your business needs a CEO, coach turned operator, become the leader your business needs. Like this specifically doesn't feel as impressive or like as desirable compared to it's very clear what the outcome is here, very clear who we're working with. So I think Michael's got a lot of experience working with health and fitness coaches and specifically helping them scale from 6 to 7 figures. So I think he could make his entire channel around that, where it still will be helpful for other people that are not specifically fitness coaches, but that gives so much clarity to the channel. So if we had a header that said, basically this is we help scale fitness coaches from 50K a month to 250K a month, throw that up there, throw this landing page where people can schedule a call. Now, one thing I would probably add to here is I would add a VSL, which is just a video explaining who you are, your background, your experience, maybe some case studies, testimonials, and then big picture, how do you help people go from where they are now to where they want to go? Because at this point, again, he's got super helpful information on his YouTube channel, but people just don't know who he is, what he's done, and how we can help them. So I think using this as a header, using this landing page as the go-to link in the channel here, and then also in the videos themselves, just doing that is going to get a lot more people actually coming to this and booking calls with him because the content inside is very, very good. Okay, cool. I think this one was pretty straightforward. I feel like Michael's got a lot of the things already in place. So now it's just connecting those different pieces so that we know exactly who the channel is for, what problem we're solving for them, make it very clear what the desired outcome is, and then make it as easy as possible for people to actually work with us if they want to. So hopefully there's something in there that's helpful for you. All right, everybody, thanks again for joining me for another one of these. If you are a business owner that wants to do this for yourself, feel free to comment down below and I can audit your channel as well. All right, see you in the next one.